And look at the font and everything. Romeo and Juliet. What is going on here? You know your warning. You're near the mic.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm ready to get blasted. I bought roses to throw on the stage.
God.
My friends weren't even the rest of them.
Oh,
but
shit.
it's about to be Liddy Kitty. Except I can't actually throw them on the stage.
Kato Star?
What? Me? Little me?
Oh my God.
I get like VIP seating. This is amazing.
If you say anything, we're gonna hear it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, man, this show sucks. God, get her out of here.
I hate Romeo and Juliet. Jesus Christ.
Wait, they're gay? Oh shit, bro, what? This cannot be a female role. What the heck? Die already, die!
Oh my God.
Die!
That's crazy. Check out the tattoo. Tattoo for Eva.
I'm gonna send this to Evan. I know Evan's already seen it.
I've taken like, I don't know. I've made a tattoo every single night.
For everybody?
No, every night I have a
You have to
tattoo.
make one for everybody.
A
That's
tattoo
your job
with
now.
everyone's name on it. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel stupid that I have a backpack.
It does feel
Oh yeah, same. No. Actually, it doesn't matter. All right.
I got you. They literally snuck me in. I had to duck and cover. Once I said, huh? I had to go through the black box doors and ducked and covered. Like there was a hole in the soul. He was leading the doors and being like, okay, follow me, go. It was a very duck and cover mission.
That's crazy. Okay, but I'm on with you. Well, honestly, like, okay,
Okay.
goodbye.
Bye. Hello, people in the box. Hello, Gigi. Who else would be in there? Is Miari up there? Don't let Miari see me. Hello, Mr. Tag. Who else?
What are you doing here?
Oh, wow. Funny seeing you here.
Oh, I feel like you don't belong here.
Yeah, I probably don't. I'm actually heading out right now.
Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Leave. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading out. I was just gonna give Einmund my congratulations. Did you hear he had a baby?
He's had a baby for a
No, just now.
what? Oh, really?
Yeah, just
He
now.
just really
He actually left.
wow. Why is he right there?
That's not him.
It's Einwood Duke. Is that what you're telling me?
It's his brother. Twin.
Right.
Yeah. All gingers have
Seems
a
like
twin.
you're making up a lot of lies right now.
I'm
It's
really
6:59.
not.
A dash.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head out.
Good. We don't need you here.
See ya. No, you can't sit there. The mic is right there. He walks in and out with it.
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Ty Leinwick. I'm the director.
And I'm Miari Adams. I'm the student director.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming tonight, braving that rain. Hopefully it wasn't here on your drive, but I am soaked to the socks. So we just have a couple reminders we're going to go over before we start tonight. Yari, take it away.
All right, so first of all, no food or drink in the auditorium. We want to keep it nice and squeaky clean, and we don't want to spill the drink and then somebody just magically slips over it. We don't want that happening.
Water is all right. Anything else, though, let's keep it away.
Yes, thank you. Also, no phones, no flash photography, no recording. We know you want to see your favorite actor or person on the stage, but we also do have it live streamed. In fact, there is a mic right there, and if you are sitting near the front row, it is going to pick up anything you are saying. So your little conversations about the drive here or about like that one teacher you don't like, I don't know, they might just get picked up, so just be careful.
Yeah, it's a sensitive one. We've heard some funny conversations before, so. All right, let's see. Take a quick moment to look at the exits around you, these glowing green signs in the event of emergency. Please make your way to the nearest one. If you're interested, please check out ckmvapa.org for information about all of our other crazy things that we do. Our next thing is the Vapa Mixer, which is on Monday the 11th, where we're going to have some Vapa performances and fun at Bike Dog Brewing. Is that right, Ms. Morrison? Okay, great, Bike Dog. Oh, and Miss David. And it should be a good time, so please check out the website. Strobe warning, we have some flashing lights in this show. There will be a 15-minute intermission during this show. And if you're here, if you're a HISP student looking for a cultural event, at the end of the show, the very end, there'll be a member of our box office staff by the door with a stamp to stamp your ticket. That ticket will be used for your cultural events for your teachers. They know to look for it. I think that's everything.
Yep, that's everything.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy Romeo and Juliet.
Thank you.
Two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny.
For civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Whose misadventures piteous overthrows.
Doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love,
and the continuance of their parents' rage, but which their children's end naught could remove,
Is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage.
the which if you with patient ears attend, what years shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Quarrel to their masters and us, their men.
Gregory, on my word, will not carry coal.
No, but then we should be colliers.
I mean, and we be in Kohler, will draw.
Aye, while you live, draw your neck at a collar.
I strike quickly being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to
A
strike.
dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
The dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore women, being the weaker vessels, are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I'll show myself a tyrant. When I fought with the men, I will be civil with the maids and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Aye, the heads of the maids, or their maiden heads. Take it in one sense thou wilt.
They must take it in since thou feel it.
Me they shall feel well and able to stand, and 'tis known I'm a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not fish. If thou hadst been poor John. Draw thy tool. Here comes two of the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is now. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn I back and run?
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by, and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better?
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if you be men. Hey!
Capulet, dissemble!
Help! Hard fools! You don't know what you do!
What art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace.
What drawn to talk of peace? I hate that word. Like I tell all Montagues and thee, having shown.
What noise is this? Hand me my longsword, hurry!
Crutch, why call you for a sword?
My sword, I say! Old Montague comes and flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain Capulet! Hold me not, let me go.
Thou shalt not stir 1 foot to seek a foe.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel. Will they not hear? What ho? You men, you beasts, they quench the fire of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word, by thee, old Capulet, and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For now, all the rest depart away. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he's not at this fray.
An hour before the worship's sun peered forth the golden window of the east. Underneath the grove of sycamore, so early walking, did I see your son.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. But also soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw, the shady curtains from Aurora's bed, away from the light steals home my heavy son. Private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, makes himself an artificial night.
Black and pretentious must the sumer prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
So please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
But Montague is as bound as well as I, and 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in this world. Let 2 more summers wither in her pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. Earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she's the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will's consent is but a part, and she agreed within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an accustomed feast, whereto I've invited many a guest, such as I love, not of the Montagues. And you, most welcome, look to behold this night. Earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light, such comfort as do lusty young men feel among fresh female buds. Here all see, and like her most. Come, go with me.
Good morrow, cousin. Is the day so young? By noon struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. lengthens Romeo's hours.
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love be so gentle in his view, be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, this love feel I that feel no love in this. What fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create, oh heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, dost thou not laugh?
No, cause I rather weep.
Good heart, and what?
At thy good heart depression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Love is a smoke made from the fumes of sighs, being purged of fire sparkling in lovers' eyes, being vexed, a sea raging with lovers' tears, a madness most discreet.
Cry, Romeo, art thou mad?
Mad, but bound more than a madman is, shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, and
tell me in sadness, cuz, who is that you love?
In sadness, cuz, I do love Rosaline.
Right, fair Mark, fair cuz, as soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow, and in strong proofs of chastity well armed, from love's weak bow she lives uncharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint-seducing gold.
Then she hath sworn she will still chase.
She hath, and in that swearing makes huge waste. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair, to merit bliss in making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
One fairer than my love? The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world began. He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, else die in debt. Had this same night's ancient feast of Capulets, sups the fair Rosaline, who thou so lovest, among all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face to some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
When the devout religion of mine eye maintains such falsehoods, then turn tears to fire.
Tut, man, one fire burns, another's burning, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
I'll look on, no such sights be shown, but to rejoice in splendors of mine own.
Nurse, where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
I bade her come, God forbid. Where's this girl? Juliet? 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 Juliet?
Anna, who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I remember thee. Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Faith, I know her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 in my teeth, and yet be it to my teen, be it spoken, I have but 4. She is not 14. How long is it now till Lammas
A fortnight and odd days.
Even a rod, all days in the year, come Lammas Eve, she shall be 14. Susan and she were of an age. God rest all Christian souls. Well, Susan is with God now. She was too good for me. But as I said, come Lammas Eve, she shall be 14. That shall she marry. I remember it well.
Enough of this, I pray thee. Hold thy peace.
Thou was the prettiest babe I ever nursed. I should live to see thee married once if I have my wish.
Married? That Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
An honor? Were I not thine only nurse, I'd have thought thou had sucked wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, a man as all the world.
Verona summer had not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
So, what say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you should behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's love, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. This precious book, this unbound lover. To beautify him only lacks a cover. This book in many eyes doth share the glory. In golden clasps locks in the golden story.
so that you shall share all that he doth possess. By having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like Paris's love?
I'll look to like if looking like move, but no more deep line. Direct mine eye than your consent gives it strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come. We follow thee. Juliet.
Go girl, seek happy nights and happy days.
What shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
Let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
I am not for this ambling.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance!
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, you burden love to great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, you be rough with love. Prick love for pricking you. And you? Beat love down!
Well, knock and enter and no sooner in be every man betake himself to his legs.
I'll look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of love, and thou stickest up to the ears. Come home.
And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
And why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
Then so did I.
Well, what was yours?
Well, dreamers often lie.
In bed, asleep, while they do dream things true.
I see Queen Mab has been with you!
Queen Mab, who's she?
She? She is the fairy's midwife. She comes in a shape no larger than an agate stone, on the forefingers of an elderman, drawn by a little team of anatomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot, an empty hazelnut. Her spokes wagon, spinner's legs, with the cover of grasshopper wings and the traces of moonshine's watery beams. And in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and they dream of love. O'er lawyers' fingers who straighten on fees, o'er ladies' lips who straighten on kisses' dreams, which oft the angry mab with blisters plagues, with their breath's sweet meats tainted are. Sometimes she driveth over soldiers' necks, and they dream of cutting foreign throats, of breeches and buscados, and then anon, drums in his ears as he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, he swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is that very same hag at which maids lies on their backs, pressing them and learns them to first bear, making them women of good children. This is she!
Peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou speakst of nothing.
True, I speak of nothing but dreams, which are the children of an idle brain begot of nothing but vain fantasy, as thin as the substance of air and as inconstant as the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done and we shall be late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, with some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he who hath steerage o'er my course directs my sail. On, lusty gentlemen!
On, lusty gentlemen!
My mistresses, which of you all will now deny to dance? Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear, such as would please. You are welcome, gentlemen.
What lady's that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I am afraid I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove, trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
What dares a Montague come hither to flee and scorn at our solemnity? Stock and honor of my kin, stricken down and holding on city.
How now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
This is a Montague, our foe, a villain that's hither come tonight to scorn our solemnity tonight.
Young Romeo is?
'Tis he.
Content. Let him alone. He bears him like a courtly gentleman, and, to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not, for all the welcome now, here in my house, you can disparage.
I will not endure
It
it.
shall be endured. I say, go to. You'll not endure it. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests.
My uncle, 'tis a
Go
shame.
to, go to. You are a saucy boy, so indeed. This trick my champions gave you, I know what. Must you contrary? Tis time you are in ring cuffs. Go, be quiet, more like. For shame, I'll make you. What cheerily, my hearts?
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips to blushing pilgrims heavy stand to smooth that rough touch with a gentle kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is the holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Well then, dear saint, that lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move. No, grant for prayer's sake.
And move not when my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips, my bad, my sin is purged.
Then have from my lips the sin that they have taught.
Sin from my lips. Oh, trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
Is she a Capulet?
Away, be gone, this point is at best.
So I fear. The more is my unrest.
Nurse, what is yon gentleman? If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
Juliet!
Come, let's away.
I will withdraw. But this intrusion shall, of seeming sweet, convert to bitter down. Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out.
Romeo! My cousin, Romeo!
And on my life, hath stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and leaped this orchard wall.
Romeo humors Madam Passion,
and of some strange nature, letting it there stand till she laid it, carved it down. That were some spite! My invocation is fair and honest. I conjure in his mistress's name, but only to raise up him.
Come, he hath consorted himself with the night. Blind is his love, and so best befits the dark.
Oh, this won't be blind. Love cannot hit the mark. Oh, Romeo. Oh, that she were an open arse, and thou a poppered pear. Romeo, Romeo, all to my bed. Good night, Romeo. All to my bed. This is too cold for me to sleep.
Soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the brightest stars in all the heavens, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head? Oh, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her two eyes in the heavens would through that airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head as a winged messenger of heaven unto white, upturned, wondering eyes of mortals who fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, no, not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor arm, nor foot, nor leg, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we would call a rose by any other name and smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of me, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet heard 100 words of thy tongue's utterance, and yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either be dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With loves like wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stock to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than in 20 of their swords. And look but thou sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide thee from their eyes.
face, else would a maiden blush, but paint my cheek for what thou hast heard me say. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have said. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say I, and I will take thy word. But if thou swearst, thou may prove false. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinks I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou will woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond. And therefore, thou mayst think my behavior light, but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those with more coin to be strange. I should have been more strange, I confess, but thou overheardst. Ere I was where my true love compassion. And therefore, pardon me, gentlemen, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night has so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove more likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear. Although I join thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. Gentle Romeo, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and believe me.
By my heart's true love, do swear.
Well, do not swear at all. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like lightning, which lightens ere one can say it lightens. Oh, good night, good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Oh, good night, good night. Let sweet repose and rest come to thine heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and to give it to thee again. And yet I wish for the one thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Lady Juliet?
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, stay true. Stay but a little, and I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard this being a night. This is all but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Montague, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that'll come to procure to thee where and what time to perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thine foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon! But if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come! To cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
If my heart cries
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love like schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for falconer's voice to learn this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and might not speak aloud, else would I tear the wretched cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver speaks down lovers' tongues by night like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo?
My dear?
What o'clock tomorrow should I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
'Tis 20 years till then. I will not fail. I have forgotten why I did send thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remembers it.
And then I should forget again to have thee still stand there,
And
remembering how I love thine company.
And I'll still stay, remembering how I love thee.
'Tis almost morning. I should have thee gone yet no further than a wanton bird who lets it hop little from her hand, like a prisoner in his twisted gyves, with silver thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of its liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should kill thee with so much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such a sweet sorrow, so I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep will upon thy eyes, peace in thy breast. Wert I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest, hence will I to my ghostly friar's close cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in plants, herbs, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this being smelt with that part cheers each part, being tasted slays all senses with the heart. For not so vile on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Nor aught so good, but strange from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied, and vice sometimes by action dignified.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No, I have forgot that name, and that name's Woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that's by me wounded. Both are remedies within thy help and holy psyche lie.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. We met, we wooed, and made exchange of vow. I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And badest me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in another out to have.
I pray thee, chide me not. Her I love now, doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well, thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect, I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence! I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not his father's.
Ah, then it is that same hard-headed wench Rosaline that torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt hath sent a challenge.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead! Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, shot through the ear with the love song, the very pin of his heart cleft, with the blind bowboy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than a prince of cats, I can tell you. He is the courageous captain of compliments. He fights while you sing prick songs, keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests his minim rest. 1, 2, and the third in your bosom! The very butcher! The immortal passador! The punto reverso! The head!
Here comes Romeo.
Signor Romeo, oh, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. I see that in a French salutation in your French slope. You gave us a counterfeit parallel last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The sleep, sir, the sleep. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. But my business was great, and in such place as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
I am the very pink courtesan.
Pink for flower?
Sure wit. Thou hast most kindly hit it. Good Benvolio, come between us. Come. Now, better than groaning for love. Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo, now art thou what thou art. This driveling love is like a great natural that runs slowly up and down to hide its babble in a hole.
Good morrow, gentlemen. I desire some conference with you.
Romeo, will you come to your father's for dinner thither?
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell. Dono, lady, dono, lady, dono, no, lady.
I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was that was so full of his ropery?
A gentleman, nurse, that loves to hear himself talk and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
If he speak anything against me, I'll take him down. If he were lustier than he is in 20 subjects. And if I cannot, I will find those who shall. I am none of his flirt gills. I am none of his gainsmates, and thou must stand by and suffer every knave use me as his pleasure.
Oh, no. I saw no man use it as pleasure. Because if I had, my weapon should quickly have been out, I warrant you. Oh, I dare draw as soon as I see another man, and occasion of a quarrel, and the law on my side.
Now, afore God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Gertie, Dave. And pray you, sir, a word. As I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I will keep to myself. But first, let me tell you, if you should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it would be a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you shall deal double with her, truly it would be an ill thing offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. Bid her some devise, some means to come by Friar Lawrence's cell this afternoon, for there she shall be married.
This afternoon, sir?
And
she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey walls. Within the hour my man will be with thee, and bring thee a cord made like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell, be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Farewell, and commend me to thy mistress.
Now God in heaven bless thee.
Commend me to my lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter. Before and a page.
Struck 9 when I did, said the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Oh, she is lame. Now the sun is on the hindmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 to 12 is 3 long hours, yet she has not come. Had she affections and warm, youthful blood, should be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But many old folks fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, good nurse, hast thou met with him?
Peter, stay at the gate.
Now, good, sweet nurse. Oh, Lord. Why dost thou look sad? Though news be sad, yet tell it merrily.
I am aweary. Give me leave a while. By how my bones ache it. What a jaunt had
I would thou hadst my bones and I thy news. Now, good nurse, speak, honey nurse, speak.
Jesu, what haste! Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to tell me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale that thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Say either, and I'll stay the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, no, not he. Though his face be better than all men's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand and a foot and a body that may not be talked on, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy. Yet I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb.
But all this I did know before. Come, what stands his disposition to be married?
Lord, how my head aches. It beats as it would fall into 20 pieces. Oh, my back! Oh, the other side. My back.
In faith, I'm sorry that thou art not well. Come, what stands his position on being married?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a kind, and a courteous, and I warrant a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like a kind, honest gentleman, where is my mother?
Oh my God, Lydia dear, are you so hot? Henceforth, do your messaging yourself.
Here's such a coil. Come, what says my love?
Have you got to leave to go to church today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell, and there stays a husband waiting to make you a wife.
High fortune, honest nurse, farewell!
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can it countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives thee in her sight? Do but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot will never out the everlasting went. A lover may bestride the gossamers that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall, so light is vanity.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his thanks too much.
Juliet, if the measure of thy blood be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blazon it, then sweeten with thy breathless neighbor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than words, brags of substance rather than ornament. They are mere beggars that can count their worth. My true love has grown to such excess that I cannot sum up half my will.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone. Now, Holy Church, incorporate two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, look this higher. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet them, we shall not escape a brawl. For these mad days is the hot blood stirring.
Thy art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Verona, and as soon soon moved to be moody, and is soon moody to be moved. Thy head is full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head hath been beaten as idle as an egg for quarreling.
By my head. Here come the Capulets.
By my heel I care not.
Hold him close. Gentlemen, get in. A word with one of you?
And but one word with one of us, couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me up enough for that, sir. And you will give me occasion.
Can't you take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, that consorts with Romeo.
Consorts! Consorts? Dost thou make us minstrels, and dost thou make minstrels of us? Here's nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlesticks. Here's that shall make you dance. Sounds consort!
Either withdrawal or to some private place or reason coldly your grievances. For here all eyes gaze upon us.
And let them gaze. Men's eyes were made to look. I will budge for no man's pleasure.
Mercutio. Wow, peace be with you, good sir. Here comes my man. Romeo! I dare thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain. Tybalt, the reasons that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none, therefore farewell. I see thou knowst me not. But I shall not excuse injury that thou hast done me. Therefore turn thee cross. I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Vile, dishonorable submission! Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives. Ha ha ha! Dost thou ready to fight? Is thou ready to quarrel with me?
I am for that.
Ah! 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 Aye, aye!
Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Tybalt, Mercutio, hold Tybalt!
A plague on both your houses!
All gents hate Tybalt, but I fear I must bid thee a farewell.
Is he gone and hath nothing?
What, art thou hurt?
Aye, scratch. Ah! 'Tis not so deep nor so wide, but 'twill do. 'Tis enough.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep nor so wide. 'Twill do. 'Tis enough. Why the devil did you come between us? I was under your eye.
I thought all for the best.
Good Romeo, help me to some house, for I shall surely faint. A plague on both your houses! They have it in Charlie too! Your houses!
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, have got his mortal wound in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander, Tybalt that an hour hath been my cousin. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me weak and too rash, and in my tempers softened valor's steel.
Romeo! Brave Mercutio's dead. That valiant spirit hath aspired the clouds which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe, others must end. Tybalt!
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive in triumph and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here. Shut up, man.
This shall determine that.
Away, be gone, Romeo! If the prince shall find thee here, ye shall doom thee death!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stand amazed? Run, Romeo!
Which way ran he that killed Mercutio? Tybalt, that murderer, which way ran he?
thou beginners of this fray?
Tybalt! Oh, my brother's child!
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. Tybalt, he is slain, whose Romeo's hand did slay. He is a Montague, affection makes him false. Princess, thou art true, for blood of ours, shed blood of Montague. Romeo, he cries aloud, hold friends, friends part, and tricks them he washes, but could not stop the unruly spleen of Tybalt's death to peace. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him, he slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes in what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense immediately we do exile him hence.
Noble prince!
I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardon those that kill. Romeo is banished.
to Chinatown.
Will you speak well of that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, hath mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish dears, back to your native stream. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you, mistaking, offer up joy. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt is dead that would have killed my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore I weep then. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. Banished. That one word, banished. There's no leap, no measure, no bound in that word's death. Where is my mother and father, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with their tears? Mine shall be spent while theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. To my wedding bed. And death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead!
I'll find your Romeo. To comfort you, I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night.
Oh, give this ring to my one true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity. A gentler judgment vanished from his lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful. Say death, for exile hath more terror in its look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world, and world's exile death. Then banished is death mistermed, and calling death banished, thou cuts my head off with a golden axe and smiles upon the stroke that murders it.
O deadly sin! O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince taking thy part hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing, lives here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not. He is banished. And say'st thou yet that exile is not death? How hast thou the heart, my friend professed, to mangle me with that word banishment?
Thou fond madman, hear me but speak a word.
You will speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word, adversity's sweet milk philosophy to comfort thee.
Hang up philosophy. It helps not, it prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they when that wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet, thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt, murdered, doting like I, and like me banished, then mightst thou speak.
Friar?
Arise, good Romeo, hide thyself. Thou wilt be taken.
Let me come in. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
Oh, holy friar, tell me, oh, holy friar, where is my lady's Romeo?
Nurse!
Oh, sir, that's the end of all.
Spakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer? Where is she? How doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
that weeps and then on Romeo cries and falls down again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, doth murder her, as that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, from what vile part of that anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I might sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady that in thy life lives by doing damned hate upon thyself? What rouse thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose sake thou wert but lately dead. There, art thou happy? Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There, art thou happy? The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There, art thou happy? A pack of blessings lights up upon thy back. Happiness courts you in her best array. But like a misbehaven and sullen wench, thou pouts upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed for such die miserable.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me give you, sir.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the break of day, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 100,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commend me to thy lady. Romeo is coming.
My lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to child.
Get thee hence, and here stands all your state. Be gone by break of day, sojourn in Mantua, and I shall signify to you from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Good night.
That a joy past joy calls out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Tonight she is hewed up to her heaviness.
Things have fallen out, sir. So unluckily that we have no time to move our daughter. Look, you. She loved her Tybalt dearly.
As did I.
Well, we were born to die.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
Aye, sir, and know her mind early tomorrow.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Wife, go to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. But, soft. What day is this?
Tuesday, my lord.
Tuesday. Well, Wednesday is too soon. Oh, Thursday, be it then. Oh, Thursday, tell her, she shall be married to this noble.
No, not on Thursday. There is time enough.
Tush, all things shall be well, I warrant thee, wife. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, friend or two, for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, maybe thought we held him mercilessly, being our kinsman, if we revel much. Therefore, we'll have some half a dozen friends, and there an end. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
We'll get you gone. Oh, Thursday, tell her. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my son. Before me. It is so very late that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone so? It is not yet near day. It was the lark and not nightingale that pierced the fearful holland of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candle is burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or else stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it, I. It is some meteor that the sun exhaled to be a torchbearer and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needst not be gone.
Let me be tamed. Let me be put to death. I am content, so wilt thou have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, nor that it is not the lark whose notes do beat the vaulty heaven so far above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and be welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is, high heads, begone, away! It was the lark that sings harsh discords and unpleasant sharps. Oh, now begone! More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam! Nurse? Oh, your lady mother is coming to your chamber.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Oh, wilt thou be gone so? Love, Lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by count I shall be much in years, ere once again I can behold my Romeo.
Farewell, I will omit no opportunity to convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not, and all these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now, as one dead at the bottom of a tomb.
Adieu, adieu.
Fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou have with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, Fortune, for I hope thou will not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up? Why, how now, Juliet?
Forgive me, madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash in his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief still shows some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling lost.
Thou weepst not so much for his death, as if the villain murdered him that lives, that Romeo.
Aye, madam. No man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murdered lives.
Aye, madam. From the reach of these my hands, until I can behold Romeo, dead is my heart.
Well, now I tell thee joyful tidings. Now, thou hast a careful father, one who to put thee from thy heaviness, hast stored out a sudden day of joy, that thou expects not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, what day is it?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn. The gallant young and noble gentleman, Sir Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church and St. Peter too, he shall not make me their joyful bride. Go to my lord and father, madam, and tell them I will not marry yet, and when I do, it shall be to Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it.
Hound thou, still in tears, evermore coward? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will have none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
How? Will she not? Is she not proud? Doth she not give us thanks? Unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate!
What is this? I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not proud. Mistress minion you, thank me, no thankings, nor proud me, no prouds, but fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church while dragging their...
Fie, what are you, mad?
Good father, hear me but with patience to say a word.
Disobedient wretch, I tell thee what. Get thee to church, O Thursday, or never look me in the face again. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. We scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child, but now we see that we are cursed in having her.
You are to blame, my lord, to rape her so.
Hold your tongue.
I speak no treason.
Peace, you mumbling fool.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad to have a wretched, puling fool to her fortune's tender to answer, I'll not wed. I pray you pardon me. I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. If you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the street, for I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall ever do thee good. Trust to it. Bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Oh, mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage a month, a week, or if thou wilt not, make that same wedding bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I will have done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith once again return to earth unless that husband bring it to me from heaven? Oh, speak. Dost thou not have a word of joy?
Faith, here it is. I think it best you marry this prince. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. I think you are happy in this match, for it excels your first. If it did not, your first is dead, or for as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thine heart?
My soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me a marvelous much. Go to my mother and father, madam, and tell them I have gone to Friar Lawrence's cell to make confession and be absolved.
Mary, I will. And this is wisely done.
Oh, serpent heart, hid with a flowering face, beautiful tyrant, faint angelical, ancient damnation, oh, most wicked fiend! To dispraise my lord with the same tongue thou hast praised him with above and compare so many thousand times. I'll to the friar. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? The time is very short.
Her father Capulet will have it so.
You say you do not know the lady's mind? Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death. No, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears. Happily met, my lady, and my wife.
It may be, sir, when I may be wife.
That may be, must be love on Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to the friar?
To answer to that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So you, I'm sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it would be more of Christ being spoken behind your back rather than to your face.
Poor soul. My face is much abused with tears.
The tears have gotten small victory yet, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongst it more than tears with that report.
'Tis no slander, sir, but 'tis truth. And what I spake to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
Are you at leisure, holy father, now?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. Good sir, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet, early will I rouse you. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hast heard of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits.
If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do so, but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I will help it presently. Be not so large to speak, I long to die!
Hold! Good daughter, I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than to marry with this Paris thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame that copes with death himself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris off the highmost battlements of any tower, or walk among serpents, or chain me with roaring bears, or walk in thievish ways, or hide me nightly in a charnel house, or covered quite with dead man's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapped skulls. Or bid me to a new man's made grave, and hide me with a dead man in his shroud, things that, to have heard said, would have made me tremble, but I would do without fear or doubt, to remain an unstained wife to Romeo.
Hold then. Go home, be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Tonight take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thy lips. The roses in thy lips and thy cheeks shall fade to paly ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then thou shalt be born to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 24 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. In the meantime shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come and watch thy waking, and that very same night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. And this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant fear abate thy valor.
Tell me not to fear.
Get thee gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Farewell, dear father. God give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Good nurse, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move for the heavens to smile upon my state. So please you, let me now be left alone.
What? Are you busy, ho? Need you my help?
No, madam. We have called such necessaries as are behoveful for our state tomorrow.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. My dismal scene, I must act alone. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I then be married by tomorrow morning? No, no. this shall prevent it. Lie thou there. What if it be poison that the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he be dishonored for marrying me before to Romeo? I fear it is, yet methinks it not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. What if I wake before the time my Romeo hath come to redeem me? There is a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, whose foul mouth no wholesome air breathes in, and die there, strangled, ere my Romeo come to redeem me? Or, if I live, it is not very like the horrible death and conceit of the place, together with the terrace, where, as they say, at the night spirits do resort. Shall I not be distraught? Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin seeking out Tybalt. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, I come. I drink to thee.
Mistress? What mistress? Juliet! No! Help!
Who is it here?
Lamentable day.
What is the matter?
Look, oh heavy day.
Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive, look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, come, help!
For shame. Bring Juliet forth, her lord has come.
She's dead. Deceased, she's dead.
Alive today, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead.
Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day, death hath lain with thy wife. There she lies, and love devouring, death do what he dare. Flower as she was, devoured by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. I will die and leave him all. Life, living, all is death.
I have thought long to see this morning's face, and to give it such a sight as this! Beguiled, divorced, wronged and spite and slain! Most detestable death by thee, beguiled, by cruel, cruelty quite overthrown! A love, a life, not life, but love and death.
Please hold for shame. Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better it is for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life.
All things that we ordain at festival turn from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells. Our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast. Our solemn hymns to a sullen dirges change our bridal flowers. Serve for a burial course. And all things change on the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam go with him, and go Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
Faith, we have put up our pipes and be gone.
Honest good fellows, put up, for bro, you know this is a pitiful piece.
I am on my trough, this case may be amended. Musicians? Oh, musicians! Oh,
be like men. When ripping griefs the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? What say you, Simon Catling?
Mary, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound.
Right. And you, Rebecca?
I say silver sound because musicians sound for silver.
Praise dear. What say you, James Outpost?
Faith, I know not what to say.
Oh, Lord have mercy! You are the singer! Oh, fine. I shall answer for you. It's music with her silver sound, because musicians make no gold for sounding. Oh, when gripping griefs the mind doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, the music with her silver sound, with speedy health doth lend her dress.
What a peasant knave is the same? Hang him, Jack. Come, pull in here. Tarry for the mourners and stay to dinner.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. And all this day, an unaccounted spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead, and breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself confessed, when what love's shadow is so rich in joy. News from Verona. How now, Balthasar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How fares my love? Is my father well? How does my Juliet? This I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels' lives. I saw her laid in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, as you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it e'en so? Then I defy you, stars.
I do beseech you, cuz, have patience.
Leave me.
Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good sir.
No matter. Get thee gone, so thou shalt throw me friendship. Live, and be prosperous. And farewell, dear cousin. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift in entering the thoughts of desperate men. I do recall an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which I noted in tattered weeds, with overwhelming brows, culling of simples. Meager were his looks, and sharp misery had worn him to the bone. And in his needy shop a tortoise hung, and alligator stuffs, and the other skins of ill-shaped fishes lined the walls. And about his shelves a beggarly amount of empty boxes, green earthy pots, bladders and musty seeds. Remnants of pack thread and old cakes of roses were scattered to make up a show, and noting this penury to myself, I said, if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death, and Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. Oh, these same thoughts did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me. If I recall, this should be the house. It being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut.
Holy Friar, welcome from Mantua.
Mantua, what says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
I could not send it, nor get a messenger to bring it thee.
Unhappy fortune! Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. The letter was of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. Fear comes upon me, oh much I fear some ill unthrifty thing. But I will write again to Mantua. Poor living corse closed in a dead man's tomb.
Ho, apothecary, who calls so loud? Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear as may disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-glory taker may fall dead, and that the trunk be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powder fired from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Verona's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare, and full of wretchedness, and fierce to die? Famine is in thy cheeks. Need and oppression starveth in thy eyes. Contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich, then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Drink it all, and if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold, worse poison to men's souls than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. Come cordial, and not poison. Come with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Give me that torch, boy, and then stand loose. Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh well, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. Or wanting that with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I have for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew by thy grave and weep.
What cursed foot wanders this way?
This is that banished Montague.
What ho, stop! Commend, villain. I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed therefore pay my hither. Tempt not a desperate man. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury, for I come hither armed against myself.
We do defy thy combination, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Well then, have at thee, boy.
Oh Lord, they fight. I will call the watch.
If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris, I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. My love, my wife, forgive me, dear Juliet. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced here. Why art thou so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous and keeps thee here and dart to be his paramour? I will stay with thee here, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I sit up my everlasting rest, and shake the yokes of inauspicious stars from this world-weary flesh. Eyes, look your left. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you, doors of breath, sealed with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, now at once run on thy dashing rocks, thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. This with a kiss, I die.
Saint Francis be my speed. How oft tonight have my old feet stumbled and great. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, one that knows you well.
Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth in the capel's monument?
It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been in there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. My master knows that I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I stayed to look on his intents.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill unthrifty thing.
As I slept under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and then my master slew him.
Romeo. Alack! Alack, what blood is this, which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo! Oh, pale. Who else? What, Paris too? And steeped in blood? Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
Oh, Friar, where is my Romeo? I remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my love?
I hear some noise, lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Say not to question, for the watch is coming.
Go!
Come, go, Juliet, I dare no longer stay.
Go! Get thee hence, for I will not away. What's this? A cup enclosed in my true love's hand. I see poison hath been his timeless end. drop to help me after? I will kiss thy lips. There some poison doth hang on them to help me die with respite. Thy lips I warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Yeah, noise? Then I will be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thine sheath. There rust, and let me die.
This is the place. There where the torch doth burn. Oh, some of you, search around the churchyard.
Hey! Pitiful sight! Here lies the Countess slain, and Juliet bleeding, warm and newly dead, who here hath lain these 2 days buried. Go, tell the prince, run to the Capulets, rise of the Montagues, some other search. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot without circumstance descry.
Here's Romeo's men. We found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince come hither.
Here's the friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We found him coming from this churchyard side.
A great suspicion, say the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up it calls our person from our morning rest? What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the County Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here is a friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments upon them fit to open these dead men's tombs.
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
The people in the streets cry Romeo, some Paris, and some Juliet, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
Montague. Come, for thou art early up. See thy son and heir now early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. And my son's exile has stopped her breath. Further woe conspires against mine age.
Look and thou shalt see.
Oh, thou art taught! What manners is it that's to press before thy father to the grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. Only then will I be general of your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself condemned and myself excused.
And say it once without us knowing this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet. And Juliet, there dead, was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some means to rid her of the second marriage, or there in my cell would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from the vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience, but then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know to be true, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time unto the rigor of severest law.
Friar, we still have no need for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What say he did this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua, to this same place, to this same monument. This letter merely bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in the vault.
Give me that. I will look on it. Where is this county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what bands your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to ope the tomb, and by my master drew on him. And then I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words. The course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet? Montague? See what a scourge is laid upon your hate? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love? And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall be no figure at such rate be set of that true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow, will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished yet. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.